Hey folks, welcome back to On the Bench. Today I'm going to tie you up the Fire Tail Blob. The Fire Tail Blob was the one Randy and I were using up in Logan Lake. We did really well with. I designed this fly about around 6 or 7 years ago, and it's just been an absolute smasher in the fall. I can't say enough about this fly. I always have it in my box, especially in the fall. I haven't seen it work any other times a year, but definitely in the fall, and this is the one that, like I said, we were doing really good with. So I've gone ahead and placed my hook in the vise. I'm just going to start my thread on the hook. I'm just using a bright, like a hot orange thread. I think it's 12-0. Just wind that to the back, to the point where the barb would be. Next, you can take your tailing material, which is hot orange marabou for the fire tail. I'm just going to peel a little chunk off the stem and then trim it up even. And I also like to come in and I like to pull the fluff out of the marabou, which gives you a cleaner tie-in point. I like to wet it just a little bit and then I retrim it just to make sure. And then you get a really nice clean tie-in without too much bulk. Next you come in and just, tail's about shank length. I'm just going to tear this marabou off. It's got a really long tail on it that wiggles in the water that the fish just can't seem to resist. It's like I was saying in the intro, this fly has been absolutely deadly in the fall. I designed it about 6-7 years ago for Deb Paskall to take up to Logan Lake area when he was going fishing, and he absolutely smashed him with this fly. And then after that, it's just been every single fall the same thing with this fly. I always have it in my arsenal. I haven't seen it work any other time of year, but for some reason they love it in the fall. And I think Dawn and Dale even took this one out last year to test for me and did really well with it. So I'm just wrapping up the hook. I've actually wet the material so that it makes it easier to handle. You should always do with your blob booby materials. Thank you to Phil Rowley for that little tip. It does make them easier to work with. And then just tie off, and I should say I haven't told you which yellow material I'm using. Just 1 second, I will show you. I'm just going to trim that off. Like so. Do I have the package here? I don't know if I have the package. Anyways, it's by F&F, and it's the atomic yellow. Oh yeah, here it is. F&F, and I think I might have got this in Kamloops, and it's the atomic yellow F&F jelly. I've tried other yellows. They don't work as good as this one. This one turns kind of a green shade in the water, and it's just got that color that fish love. Anyways, and then you can whip finish. It's got that little orange head on it. I know Lindsay Simpson designed one very similar in the UK with a beaded head, so you could tie a bead on this if you want to hang it under an indicator. I'm going to try that this year. Trying to get that one piece caught. There we go. And good to get a piece caught. Nope. And that's it, the Fire Tail Blob. Make sure you give that one a go and have one in your arsenal.